What is up, guys?
Offense.
What is up, guys? It's Jake.
Foul, illegal low block, number 90.
What is up, guys? It is Jacob from Quad Hunting, and today we are here to talk about the Lions versus the 10. Oh, come on!
Personal foul.
That's not stupid flag!
Shot block.
So week 2 saw the Lions facing off against the Tennessee Titans, who had just come off a loss against the Minnesota Vikings, and they lost. They lost 16-15. A couple things about the game. As you saw in the open, holy crap, there were a ton of penalties. This was the old Lions coming back, playing undisciplined, not playing the way they can play. It seemed like every big play that happened, you had to wait for a penalty. It felt just like I said, the old school Lions, undisciplined, not playing like they say. Yeah, I said that already. But a couple takeaways from the game. The defense needs still to step up. That was not a good showing by the defense. There were a lot of injuries, but it shouldn't matter. It's next man up. Levy stayed out. Ansa went down. The Anton Williams, the rookie that replaced Levy in the starting lineup, he went down. Copeland, I think, went down for a little bit. So we were down to basically 2 linebackers. Van Noy is the one that went down. We were down to 2 linebackers. The Titans took advantage of this like any smart NFL team would. Delaney Walker is a beast. Took advantage of the weak linebacking core. The defensive line got a little more push this week, but not much more. Mariota had himself a pretty safe game, 25 for 33, 238 yards, 2 touchdowns, and a pick. But otherwise, he played really safe, didn't do anything that really hurt his team. His fourth quarter drive was good. It was pretty awesome, not for a Lions fan, but he looked pretty good in that fourth quarter drive. Stafford threw the pick at the very end of the game to seal the deal. He already had made a really great throw not even a great throw. The last drive, Stafford's throws were not that great. They were behind, not in the right spot. But like in the third down before the interception, Ebron was able to make the catch in stride one-handed behind him and get a big gain off of it. It looked like it was setting up for another Matt Prater kick. It didn't. Stafford threw an interception on the next third down, and it just ended the game. The Lions need to figure out something to do about the tight ends. Those tight ends have just been killing the Lions this year, and they're still killing the Lions this year. The wide receivers didn't do so much damage, but it's the Tennessee Titans wide receivers. They're not that good anyways. Their strength is in their tight end and their running game. Bolden had a decent game. Marvin Jones had a pretty good game. Golden Tate had a bad game. I'm going to say bad because he dropped 2 passes where it didn't look like he was... He tried to go for the one-handed catch where he could have turned his shoulders more like the commentators were saying, and he could have got 2 hands on the ball. That happened twice. Once when he had his guy beat, and another time when he had to battle for the ball. So, Stafford, like I said, threw that interception, but otherwise he had a decent game. I had a couple bad throws, miscommunications, went 22 for 40 for 260 yards, touchdown, and that interception. Should have had another touchdown, but there was a bad call on Ebron, the push-off, where there was no push. But otherwise, the team shot themselves in the foot, especially on that drive. The Lions started on their 1, got all the way to the other end. It went 98 yards. Had the touchdown to Ebron, called back. So that was a penalty. Then very next play, touchdown to Bolden, penalty. Then they got 4 penalties in a row, made it a first and goal on the 30-yard line. So that wasn't good. They kept shot like in English. I'm doing about as well in this video as the Lions played disciplined today. They kept shooting themselves in the foot, which is not what you wanted to see. Last week it looked like they made some strides in that, and then this week between the two teams they had like almost 30 penalties between the two teams. Really, really undisciplined game. But as far as the stats go, it really should not have been that close. If there were no penalties, this game would have been a lot higher scoring, but they kept getting called back. It was ugly. It was just ugly to watch. It was a train wreck. It wasn't even really fun to watch the game. Prater made both his field goals. Martin's still a beast in punting. Devin Taylor looked pretty good. He had 1.5 sacks. Nagata had the other half of the sack. Hyder had another sack. Quinn had the interception. But other than that, the defense played pretty poorly. Robinson, the D tackle we drafted this year, swatted another ball, but he only was able to get enough pressure to make a tackle or get away to make one tackle. It was pretty ugly the whole game. The defense needs to shape up. It was just not. It was ugly. Yeah, I underestimated the Titans, but both teams played bad, and it's just bad. Props to Mariota though for like I said, the fourth quarter drive. That was pretty good. He looked pretty comfortable in that. He's getting more into being an NFL. He's getting up there and being a good NFL quarterback. I'm trying to made that incredible 4th and 5 on that game-winning drive, but otherwise, there's not much to write home about in this game. So the Lions start their year off 1-1, an ugly, ugly loss. Their next game is against the Packers, so they need to figure out something because they can't play like this against the Packers. Rodgers will shred them, but yeah. So Lions lost. I was wrong in the prediction. Go figure. But yeah, leave a like, comment, subscribe, share it, whatever. So I will see you guys later this week when I make the Packers-Lions predictions for next week's game. So see ya.